When a fan's heart is full of hate, he butthurts, cries, and a dark shadow falls over this troll. From the ashes of a once great fandom has risen a meme, an LOL that must be liked. We look to the airways for a vindicator, someone to strike fear in the dark basement of the parents who created him. The battle between fan and smart has begun. With a head on his shoulders stands the smart fan, a speaker of truths, with a voice of silence, and a radio show of justice. This is Ring Rust.
Battleground this past Sunday on the WWE Network, or pay-per-view, depending on how much you wanted to pay for it, I guess. And no, that's not me somehow throwing my voice. I am actually joined in studio by my co-host from several months ago, Bevo Blair.
Hey, everybody. Battlefield was absolutely amazing. I was totally blown away. I loved it. I couldn't believe it.
Yes, it was quite the fun show.
It was. It was. I mean, there was so much creativity, like I told you before, creative violence.
Yes.
It was sometimes jaw-dropping. I really loved it, and the way the people moved and interacted. It was almost like, yeah, it was art. For me, it was art and poetry. I know a lot of people, haters of wrestling, say, well, it's all just BS and things like that. Whether it is or isn't is irrelevant. The point is whether you enjoy it or not, and that's what matters. And for me personally, I loved it. I enjoyed it. I certainly want to see more of it. Well worth watching.
Yes, indeed it was. So, shall we get right into the results of it?
Let's do so.
Okay. Did you catch the pre-show?
Unfortunately, I did not catch the pre-show.
Oh, so you didn't see the tag team match of Breezango, which was Tyler Breeze and Fandango, defeating the Usos, Jimmy and Jay.
Oh, no. Unfortunately, I didn't see that one. I told you earlier about some computer problems that I had. I only actually managed to see Battlefield last night.
Battleground.
Sorry. Well, it was a Battlefield.
Yes.
I mean, especially that match between, Sammy and Kevin Owen. That was a Battlefield.
Yes.
One of the highlights of the night. But anyway, we'll go through it, as you said, rather than me being like a ping-pong ball going all over the place.
I guess we can talk about a couple of matches at a time, because there's 9 matches, so unless we want to go through the whole show just talking about one match and then play a song for it, we'll do at least 2, I guess.
Okay.
All right.
You pick them, my friend.
All right. So, like I just mentioned, the Breezango and Usos. It was only about 5.5 minutes, but, it's an entertaining enough match. It was fun.
And was there anything unexpected happening in that match?
Well, Breezango winning was kind of unexpected, but, because they're sort of not winners, I guess.
So essentially they were put in there just with the expectation that they would lose, or?
Well, they have been losing a lot of their matches.
Okay.
So.
Well, I mean, that does add to the story. I mean, if you have a tag team that doesn't win very often and they win, then people are like, hey.
Let's give them the tag team championships.
Yes, and a bowl of cereal as well.
Because they won once. And next up we had another tag match, the first match of the actual show, the women's tag team match.
I absolutely loved that. It was one of the best women's tag team matches I've seen in a long, long time. I was curious, where the heck was Ric Flair? I mean, okay, I haven't been following things as closely as perhaps I should have been, but what happened to Ric Flair? What's going on?
Well, about 2 to 3 months ago, Charlotte decided she didn't need Ric Flair in her corner anymore.
Okay.
This was shortly after Dana Brooke started coming out with her.
Okay. Yes. They are a good tag team.
Yes.
Charlotte and Dana. They complement each other well.
Yes.
Bailey and Sasha seem to also complement each other fairly well.
Yes.
There's a lot of good... the combination possibilities between those four women are really, really good with their wrestling moves. And Bailey, as we both know, a former, you said next champion.
Yes, NXT.
NXT champion. Well, then obviously she's not going to be a pushover.
Indeed.
And,
She can push me over, though, if she wants.
well, I'd be surprised if you didn't say that.
Yes. Hey, you want to give me one of those hugging suplexes?
Well, you better be careful. You don't want to end up in a suplex city type of situation.
Oh, my God. Imagine Bailey doing a suplex city gimmick.
That would be very intriguing.
Yes. It'll be so adorable. Just to see her just suplexing everybody. I'm going to hug you. Suplex. LOL. YOLO. So, as you may or may not remember from the last time you were here, I enjoy naming tag teams.
Yes, you do indeed. So what name did you give them?
Okay. So, well, Bailey wasn't officially announced, so I'm just
Okay.
going to make this up right now. So we'll call them Natural Charisma of Infinity,
Okay.
like from D&D.
Yeah.
Like Natural Charisma Roll.
Yeah,
Anyway.
that's right.
That's Sasha Banks and Bailey. And I've already named this team. I call Charlotte and Dana Brooke Done with Flair.
Oh.
Because, see, everything they do, it's done with Flair.
Oh.
And they're done with Ric Flair.
Oh.
See? That's
Yeah.
what I want all of you listeners to do, to groan every time I speak. So.
Oh.
So, of course, Sasha and Bailey, hashtag my secret girlfriend, won that match.
Yes, and they did very, very well. Very convincingly, too.
Yes.
It was...
And they matched.
Yeah. Yeah, they fit together really, really well.
I mean, their ring gear.
Yeah,
sort of
that too.
matched.
That too. But I could easily foresee them as women's tag team champions one day. And, of course, Sasha will probably be women's champion, as will Bailey one day. It's just there's a lot of potential there for it.
You really aren't keeping up.
Well,
Well, Sasha is currently the women's champion. She won it on Raw this week.
okay. Well, then, there you go.
Oh, Nostra, damn it.
Well, out of tune, out of touch, out of mind.
Out to lunch.
Oh, I have lunch here somewhere, but it left.
My lunch went out to dinner.
Yes. And if we're lucky, it might come back for a snack.
You are listening to Ring Rust Redux on Jabronology TV. So, Radio Shrug. This is Fabio Mark Jabroni with my special guest co-host, B. Beefle Blair.
Hello, everyone.
And we're here talking about Battleground, at least for now, until we run out of Battleground to talk about.
That's right.
So this past Sunday on the WWE Network. Next up, Rusev defended his U.S. title against Zack Ryder.
That was also quite an entertaining match. I enjoyed it. To be honest, I wasn't surprised that Rusev kept his title.
You and pretty much everybody else.
Yeah, I think actually Rusev really needs to be challenged by somebody. You and I were talking about this earlier. I think one of the former Wyatt family should go against Rusev, or Cass could go against Rusev. I mean, I'm not saying the wrestler who was wrestling against Rusev isn't good. He is good.
Yes.
I just think that if you're going to challenge somebody, I hate to sound negative, I just had the impression that Rusev never even really broke a sweat. I'm not saying he didn't. It's just...
There aren't that many wrestlers on the roster who can challenge him.
Exactly. And what you need to do is to keep things rocking and rolling, if you like.
Yeah.
You got to throw in a few things and do a few things. I mean, like by breaking up the Wyatts, for example, you're going to see a lot of things happening that you probably didn't see before. And breaking up other teams like the team. But as far as I'm concerned, whether it's Raw or SmackDown, if you have a really, really difficult person to beat, then I don't think you should hold back. If you want this person to be the best champion he or she can be, they have to be challenged.
Yes.
They have to be like Ric Flair was challenged, like Sting was challenged, like Hulk Hogan was challenged, like so many others. Cena's been challenged. There's countless examples throughout wrestling history.
Yes.
And I mean, it's by the challenges. That's what defines you and how you're known and how you're remembered. I mean, Rusev is smart. He's got a lot of power. I mean, I think it would be interesting to have Rusev fight a different kind of match. I was joking about the water wrestling match.
Yes.
Right? It's a strange, absurd idea I have. You have them wrestling in water up to their, say, maybe chest level. But to do a pin, you have to climb up a ladder and go into a ring and pin them. Now, that might be incredibly entertaining or incredibly boring. But I think for people like Rusev or Undertaker, you need to think outside the box. And as I said, a challenge is always a good thing. It'll bring new talent in, and that's an important thing. New talent is good. I mean, I know all the wrestling federations out there all around the world are encouraging new talent and training new talent all the time. And it's very, very important to keep things dynamic and keep things moving. Don't let it get too stale.
Yes.
It's not stale yet. The thing is what possibilities are out there?
So we don't need to break it up into crumbs and throw it out to the birds just yet.
Definitely
it's not.
not.
Stale, no.
No, definitely
because
an individual's character is not measured by how much he thrives in the middle of success, but it's what he does when he bounces back from defeat.
John Cena.
I absolutely agree with that statement. That is 100% true. Because, I mean, all champions have had good matches, bad matches, where they've lost. I mean, remember when Bret the Hitman Hart, he lost a major match.
Yes.
And then he had to come back. And I believe he was fighting for the title. I think it was a WrestleMania. I'm not 100% sure anymore which one.
Probably, yeah.
Yeah. And, I mean, things like that is amazing to experience and to see. It's unbelievable. But it shows, as we just said, their character, their determination, their never say die, never quit, never give up.
Because
a true champion will defend it day in, day out against any and all competitors and find a way to win.
John Cena.
Yeah, that's correct.
The internet is raging at me right now. My God, he's John Cena.
What is going on with John Cena? I am sort of out of touch.
Well, he's been drafted to SmackDown.
Yes, that I knew about.
Other than that, he's just kind of being John Cena. He's I've heard talk he's going to be possibly retiring in the next couple of years.
Okay.
But then again, he's been wrestling since 2000-something.
Right.
2002, I think, or 2004 is when he debuted in WWE. He was in FCW before that.
Okay.
On whatever other promotions before that even.
Mm-hmm.
So he's been abusing his body for like a decade. So
yeah, no,
and had several injuries.
That's true. Actually, it just came to me what a match I'd like to see.
Really?
Yeah, it might have already happened, maybe in an earlier wrestling federation. I'd like to see Brock Lesnar and Rusev.
That could work.
I would love to see that as a match.
Especially since actually Brock Lesnar has been on the side of the Dudley Do-Rights now.
Yes.
And so he could, that could be something that they do with Rusev. They have Rusev, I mean, they were doing that for the past year or so where someone challenges him for America, and Jack Swagger couldn't beat him, and Mark Henry couldn't beat him, and and Big Show couldn't beat him. So why not start that up again? Have those guys try again, or have someone else try. And then, can nobody defeat me? And then Brock Lesnar's music hits.
I love it. I'd love it. I'm not, again, as I'm saying, I mean, I think Lesnar's an incredible artist, wrestling artist, UFC fighter. I mean, he's an incredible package. Rusev also seems to be quite good at what he does. I mean, that would be like probably the equivalent of putting the Ultimate Warrior versus Hulk Hogan now, probably. And that would be something I think that a lot of fans would like to see. Or at least that's in my opinion. I don't know. I just get these ideas out of nowhere. And
Really? Knowing you all this time, I never would have guessed.
Let's barbecue, shall we?
Yes. Oh, look, he's just throwing chips on the barbecue again. Okay.
Oh, man. No, it's Rusev.
Mind
like
the coasters.
Oh, the toasted coasters. No, I think Brock Lesnar.
Roller toaster.
Oh.
Anyway, so now I'm just trying too hard.
But yeah, the match with Rusev was, as you said, a foregone conclusion. But I still enjoyed it because Rusev was pushed, and I think he needs more pushing.
Yes.
And I applaud the wrestler who went up against him because
Zack Ryder,
because it takes guts to go up against somebody.
And it takes guts to dress that patriotically.
Depending on which country you're in, yes.
Yes. Man, what a great day here in Albania. I'll put on my USA jacket. And I'm sure I won't get beat up by anybody. Look, a tourist.
Oh.
So. Anyway.
Zach has a lot of potential, and I'm sure he's going to do well for himself in the future.
Yes.
It just depends on what matches he gets.
As long as his future doesn't get endeavored.
True. Very, very true.
And next match we'll talk about is the six-man tag match, which saw the Wyatt family, and here comes my tag team names again.
Yeah.
Bray Wyatt and the Buzzards, because, follow the Buzzards, is Eric Rowan and Braun Strowman. And they took on the New Day, which was... Now, the different pairings of them have different names.
Yes.
So I just went with Kofi Kingston and Tootie Booty, which is Xavier Woods and Big E. Xavier is the one with the trumpet, so he's Tootie.
Yeah.
And Big E Langston has the booty. So, unfortunately for the New Day, the Wyatt family came out on top of that one. But it was...
It was a good match, but in a way I'm not really surprised.
No, not really, I guess.
And that's what I talk about, really challenging people. I mean, the New Day are good. They're a good tag team. They're a good combination. They have a lot of potential. And I mean, I see why they were paired up against the Wyatt family, to push them to see where their limits are. And it's important to see where your limits are and to push yourself more so you can go beyond what you could do previously. It's important to take the learning experience that they had from this match and apply it to help them get even better than what they are now. And with the Wyatt family being broken up, as I said earlier, it's going to create a lot of possible combinations for matches. I mean, even why not have one of the Wyatt family wrestle Rusev?
Yeah.
Right? Or Brock Lesnar or whoever. There's just so much potential there for matches. I'm sure all of the people in the various federations have already dreamed up many ideas anyway, and it'll be intriguing to see what happens. Like I said, it was a good match. It was entertaining. It was fun. Well, not so fun for Kofi for part of the match.
Yeah, for Xavier, yeah.
Xavier, sorry, yeah.
But it's not all bad. It wasn't all bad news for the New Day.
No. It definitely wasn't.
Because
I mean, they still kept their titles.
Yeah.
Right?
And they do have some Bootios coming out. WWE's releasing real Bootio cereal and an exclusive T-shirt for WWE Tag Team Champions New Day through FYE stores. The cereal is available on August 5th, but can be pre-ordered on FYE.com. The regular price is $12.99 for a box of cereal.
And how many grams is that?
Per box. I don't know.
What, your standard 500 or 750?
It looks like it's a medium or biggish size box.
Okay.
So, while the FYE membership price is $11.69. Oh, good. I can save $1.50. The T-shirts are $21.99 each, or you can purchase a T-shirt cereal combo for $25.90. I'm sorry, math? $21.99 for a shirt, or $25.99 for a shirt and cereal, but the box of cereal is $12.99.
With applicable taxes, I would imagine.
It's only $4 more to get the cereal with the T-shirt. I don't know.
I think I'd go for that.
Yeah, probably. They really want you to buy the T-shirt and the cereal, I guess.
Who do you think would be an interesting combination to wrestle against the New Day?
For the tag champions?
Yeah, who hasn't wrestled them before?
Be interesting if Bob Backlund were still able to wrestle and he could team with Darren Young.
Yeah, that would be
Don't know
good.
if I don't imagine they'd win, but still be interesting to watch.
Yeah. What about if you had, of course, depending on the health of various wrestlers, what if you had a couple of Hall of Famers come back and just do like a wrestling match for charity?
Yeah.
They've probably already done that.
Oh, yeah. Right. Or just like to get good ratings on a special episode of Raw or something.
Yeah, or what you do is you have a Hall of Famer be a coach to a new up-and-coming team and give them tips.
Yeah.
That's probably already been done too, I would say.
That kind of thing's been going on for a while, yeah. Where a veteran will come in and mentor a new person, and yeah.
And usually it probably ends up the mentor and the new person end up getting in a tag team match usually afterwards.
Yeah. Usually.
Yeah.
But hey, no need to worry about all that just yet.
No.
This is the Great Cat Guitar Shredder! On New Finland's only alternative radio station, CHMOFM 93.5! Shredder! Woohoo!
Go up! Down! Oh, moving! Ow! Pointy! Ew, slimy. Marge, it takes two to lie. One to lie and one to listen.
What does that mean?
That kind of music gives me ideas.
And Lord knows you need ideas.
Well, yes. I was just thinking, if you couldn't have a match between Rusev and Brock Lesnar, put them together as a tag team, that would be the equivalent of Hulk Hogan and the Ultimate Warrior together, or Hulk Hogan and Macho Man Randy Savage.
Yeah.
In today's standards. That would be interesting to see. I'm sure if you put that combination together, they would be tag team champions. Because,
I imagine.
Well, yeah. I mean, okay, to beat a combination like that, you'd need somebody who's strong, but also acrobatic and able to move around a lot. So that would be an intriguing question to see who you could put against them. Now, of course, this is all just pure fantasy in my own brain, but I could see it happening. I think it's more likely the Rusev-Brock Lesnar match happening than Rusev and Brock Lesnar being a tag team. But then I was thinking, okay, well, what if you had Dean Ambrose against Rusev? That would be an interesting match.
Yeah.
Because Dean Ambrose is sort of whoever comes, I'll take him on. I don't care.
Yeah.
And okay, for a match like that to work, Dean Ambrose would certainly have to have sort of like, I'm just going to go for it. Like no DQ, no count out, just your standard issue. I guess you'd probably call it a cage match, I think. You think?
I suppose they could do a cage match.
Yeah, I think that would be a good combination. Or as well, you have Dean Ambrose. You team him up with Cass. And you have him and Cass go against somebody. Like I was telling you earlier, I just get this idea. It's been done before, of course. You just bring all the wrestlers in from Raw and SmackDown, and you just have an audience member draw a name out of a hat, and then another audience member, and then those two have to fight immediately. Wrestle immediately. Now, okay, that could make for an incredibly exciting match or something not so exciting.
Yes.
But who knows? Anyway, I'll stop babbling. I just get so many ideas. Sometimes it's too much for me.
Yes. So you're docking with Babylon 5, huh?
Oh.
All right, so next two matches we got. A women's match. Natalia defeated Becky Lynch by submission.
Yeah, that was a good one. Again, both very, very talented. Lots of movements. Both have a great future. Again, for me, it's not a matter of the quality of the wrestling. They're both high-quality wrestlers. The question is, who are you going to throw against them next?
Yeah.
And, I mean, I think Bayley would be a good person to probably throw in the mix, or Sasha, or Charlotte. And I mean, there's many possibilities out there. Again, I keep on repeating myself. It's a matter of challenging and seeing how the wrestlers can grow and develop and become even better than what they are before. I mean, that's why they all go through this night after night, week after week, year after year, month after month, to get better. And I mean, as I said, there are people who hate wrestling don't seem to realize that the wrestlers are actually trying to help benefit society and set good examples for society. Because most wrestlers are ordinary people, just like everybody else. They have friends, they have families, they have kids. I mean, okay, yeah, they might have strange backstories.
Yes.
But they're like everybody else. I mean, you see the WrestleManias and the SummerSlams, they're several-day events, right? And this is how they make their living, and they do their best to provide an entertaining product for people to watch and enjoy. And some would say it's mind candy, and it distracts people from the important things in life. Maybe it does, but maybe it doesn't, because, I mean, you got to have some enjoyment in life. Right? Whether it's wrestling or movies or music, I think wrestling fits a need.
Yep.
Oh, I'm sounding like a preacher now.
And the next match we have was the one we mentioned earlier. Sami Zayn defeated Kevin Owens. Almost 20 minutes.
That was one of the most incredible matches I've ever seen. I mean, you had two best friends.
Former best friends.
Yeah.
Well, storyline. I'm sure in real life they're still
probably
friends.
Yeah. But I mean, the way they went at each other, holy moly! It was.
Holy foley.
Oh.
So.
The point is that they're both now in the same organization.
Yeah.
And the thing is, that was for me one of the highlights of Battleground. That was one of the most amazing matches I've ever seen, just because of the passion within both of them.
Yes.
They both want to show that they're not limited to only this person. And it is correct when people say it's been dragging them both down, because it has.
Yeah.
Right? Okay, now the good thing about their battle between each other is that they push each other to new heights or new depths, depending on your perspective. But it was a good match, and Sami won it, and that's fair enough. On another night, maybe Kevin Owens might have won it.
Yeah.
I don't know, but both. That's a good example of a good match when you have two people who are essentially equal in a way.
Yeah.
And that's something that I love about wrestling. When you have two people who are so fired up and so passionate about it. Okay, it's sad when they hate each other, according to the backstory.
Yeah.
But still, it was brilliant.
It'd be interesting if they were forced to be a tag team.
Yes. And you read my mind. You know who I would put them against?
Who?
I think I would put them against New Day. I think that would be an intriguing match.
Now I'm just picturing, like, the first match they have, like, Kevin Owens sticks out his hand to be tagged, and Sami Zayn comes over and Kevin Owens basically says, LOL, nope, and punches him upside of the head, knocks him out, and then leaves ringside area.
Oh.
Leaves him to get pinned.
Yeah.
But,
Or,
it could
be.
develop into something stronger than that, of course. They
Yeah.
could become friends again.
Yeah, it could be. But I think that's a brilliant idea on your part.
Yeah.
I think,
I do get them.
of course you do. I've known you for what? My God, 20 years? Of course you get brilliant ideas. Many more than people give you credit for.
Oh, go on. No, go on.
Yeah. Yeah. No, it's true. I mean, you know what you're talking about, right? And you're no dummy. You've been around, you've seen things. So, when you have an opinion, it's good, right? I mean, you aren't just flipping a coin. You aren't just going, oh, who'll win? Tails. Oh, okay, today it'll be Sammy. Flip another coin. Oh, tomorrow it'll be Rusev. No, I mean, you watch a lot of matches. You see things that other people do not see. And that's important. Because to be an expert, you have to see things that other people do not see.
Indeed.
Right? And based on your own experience in and out of the ring yourself, that also brings things to your analysis, and that's important.
Indeed.
So, here's to you. Cheers.
Scone. So, thanks for the pep talk. And let's get to the top of the hour, shall we?
Let's.
This is 93.5 CHMR FM.
Like me on Facebook, tinyurl.com/ringrust. Follow me on Twitter @MarkJabroni. And subscribe to Jarbronology TV, youtube.com/fanboymarkjabroni.
The Macho Man what time it is, he always says 2 seconds to. After you ask 2 seconds to what, he top rope elbow drops you in the face. And Randy Savage built a time machine and went back in time to stop the JFK assassination. As Oswald shot, Savage met all 3 bullets with his beard, deflecting them. JFK's head exploded out of sheer amazement.
We talk about passion. It's the same thing with wrestling or performing or acting on stage. Whatever you do, if you do it with passion, there's a beauty to it. There's a power to it. There's a magic to it. And just hearing the beautiful music from Jeff Healey was absolutely amazing.
Indeed.
And I just had a thought.
Really?
Yeah. Who are the 2 hottest new talents from both new things, from SmackDown and Monday Night?
Well, I'd have to click on the links here on Wikipedia to see who went where, but the hottest new stars, I think, are Enzo and Cass.
Right.
As a tag team, I guess, and Becky Lynch.
Okay, but what I'm saying is I'm looking for a single match.
Okay.
I'm looking for the hottest new talent from Raw versus SmackDown.
Okay.
See how that would play out. I mean, of course, they will do that anyway, probably.
They'll have a Super Raw or Super SmackDown or something like that somewhere down the road where they bring the 2 brands back together again for one show, or maybe they'll bring back Saturday's Main Event yet again.
Well, I mean, it's okay to separate things, but I mean, this could also be a way to generate more revenue later by having like a new event, because I mean, after a while, sadly, it will get stale if it's only people from SmackDown wrestling each other and people only from Monday Night Raw wrestling each other after a period of time. So they do need to come together and go against each other from time to time. Again, like I said, it's a matter of expanding their horizons and trying out things. And I mean, of course, it's been done before, a combination men's and women's tag teams. That's been done many, many times as well.
Yeah.
It's just a matter of discovering the possibilities of what can be done.
Yeah, indeed. So we got 3 matches left for Battleground. Shall we get right back into those?
Sure.
All right. So The Miz with Maïs Ouellet, however you pronounce her name, in his corner, defended his Intercontinental Championship against Darren Young. Actually, it went to a double disqualification, so I guess... Well, he didn't lose the belt, so I guess technically he defended it.
Yeah, I think that's probably another... Probably you need to do that match again without disqualification to really see the full extent of it. I mean, they're both good and quite evenly matched. I mean, that's the benefit of being a champion. In effect, that's your advantage, that you can keep your championship even if you get DQ'd. So, I mean, it's...
Although there are some wrestling promotions where you can lose your belt on a disqualification as well.
Yes, that's true. Well, maybe that could be written into a couple more of the matches, because then it wouldn't be so easy for the champ, for he or she just to keep their belt by disqualifying themselves.
Yeah.
Right.
I wonder what would have happened in that case with the double disqualification. What would have happened with the belt? If they could lose it on disqualification, what would have happened, I wonder?
What I would suggest they do is that they make it open.
Yeah?
Yeah.
So no disqualification.
Or if it's disqualified, then the belt becomes immediately open.
Ah. So there's like a match to determine who's the new champion kind of thing.
Yes. That would really stir the mix even more. Yeah. And that would also inspire the champion, he or she, to do whatever it takes, to a certain extent, to keep their championship. Now, okay, if there's no DQ, you know, everybody out there knows if there's no DQ, whatever they can find under the ring, around the ring, outside the stadium, if they can drag it in, they will.
Yes.
Right?
I found this weapon in the locker room. It has big muscles and it's named Batista.
Oh
my God, it's a shaved gorilla.
Oh. No, I think that would be a good thing. I mean, just, again, to encourage the creativity of people.
Yeah.
I mean, there's a lot of evenly matched wrestlers out there, and obviously in that one where you had a double DQ, obviously that shows that both of them are quite evenly matched.
Yeah.
And I mean, okay, it's important. It's important to find a resolution, if you like. I mean, okay, they probably decided to have that double DQ to let it run longer, I guess.
Yeah.
But it's difficult to say. I mean, unless you throw somebody else in the mix who interferes and then give it a new thing.
Indeed.
I don't know. I mean, one night, any one of them could win.
Indeed.
Any one of them.
Yeah. So next up we have the other 6-man tag. So of course, more tag team names.
Yeah.
So we have Over Like Grover, which is John Cena, and a team of Can't Teach That, which is Enzo Amore and Big Cass, because that's what they say, you know.
Yeah.
This, and you can't teach that. Versus the Club, which is AJ Styles, and the team of Bulletproof, which is Carl Anderson and Luke Gallows.
Yes, but the team is now officially no longer.
Yes.
It was a great match.
Yeah.
It was a really, really good match.
Lots of fists on.
Yes. And Enzo took quite... Enzo
yeah.
got quite a lashing at one point in the match.
He seems to like those.
Yes. Well, then it might be interesting to see how he would do against Dean Ambrose.
That could work.
Yeah, that would be an intriguing match to see too. It's, I think, I mean, a match like that 6-man tag team was very, very good, entertaining, challenging in some ways. I'm just trying to think. Do you think it would be better if you had a match like that with no DQ, maybe?
Enzo Amore versus Dean Ambrose? Or?
Yeah, but I'm saying you put the 6 of them back together and you have a no disqualification to see what would come out of it.
It might work out, I suppose. Be interesting to see John Cena and AJ Styles.
Yeah. I mean,
again.
that would be a match that a lot of people would want to see more of. I think so. It's just a matter of how you do it. And I mean, with this new division, quote unquote, I mean, if you had, like, again, you have people from Raw and people from SmackDown. What if you had a, God, I forget the name, a lumberjack match?
Yeah.
I would like to see a lumberjack match. Or, I forget what it's called, you have the ring surrounded by all the wrestlers.
That would be a lumberjack match.
Okay. See? I think I'm going to do a blood sugar test. My brain seems to be getting a bit...
And on that note,
foggy.
last match, Dean Ambrose defended his World Heavyweight Championship against Roman Reigns and Seth Rollins.
That was an amazing match. I really enjoyed that. Very exciting. A lot of stuff going on there. It was absolutely brilliant. And what I love about that is that the pinfall can come out of nowhere, as it did.
Yes.
And
like an RKO.
Yeah, exactly. And that was fun. We all knew it was going to happen. I mean, Jericho was baiting him and RKO was baiting Jericho, and there's going to be a match coming out of that.
Oh, yeah. One would hope.
I think there will be. I think it would be interesting to see, actually. Because, okay, RKO's been away a while, but that doesn't mean he's gotten any worse than what he was before. Right?
That stands to reason.
Yeah.
There may be some ring rust.
Oh, subtle plug for your program there.
Yes. During my program, which of course makes it null and void. But oh well.
Sorry.
It was a nice 20-minute match.
It was. I mean, that would be a main event that would do any organization proud, right? Because again, you just had so much excitement, and not knowing who was going to walk away with it. It was any one of them. Any one of them would make a good champion, and in fact, all 3 of them have already been champions.
Yeah.
Many times over. So.
Well, not many. I think they've all been one-time champions, mostly.
Yeah.
Well, heavyweight champions.
Yes.
They've held other titles.
Well, in that sense, that's what I mean.
Okay.
Right? Because many of them have had more than one championship. Again, with the experiences they've had, it's a good thing, and it's a good experience. And I mean, as long as the audience doesn't go and start to fall asleep, that definitely didn't happen.
Yes.
And that's very, very good.
Indeed. So all in all, it's a good show.
It was one of the best shows I've seen in many, many years. I'm hoping that they'll do more of it.
You're listening to wrestling superstar, the XXX Sex Express Sexy Eddie, and you're listening to Ring Rust, the one and only wrestling talk radio show.
That's it. The healing rays of the sun in his veins.
From his greatest hits album, The Best of the Wirtz, 25 years on the road with a 77-inch pianist. Anywho, this is Fatboy Mark Jabroni in studio with B. Beefle Blair.
Hi again, everyone.
Is this something you want to do more regularly, or just come in every now and then, or
Well,
something you don't want to commit to, maybe,
well,
necessarily?
I don't know. I mean, you will have me coming by from time to time, irregardless.
Yes.
Because we have a lot of fun.
Yes, indeed.
No, just listening to that music was
Therapeutic?
very entertaining.
Ah.
Actually, I hadn't expected that, and that's good. That's good. That was really, really a lot of fun.
So it's a lot like the Spanish Inquisition.
No one expects the Spanish Inquisition.
Indeed.
Yes.
So, how about a little bit of talk about the Cruiserweight Classic?
Let's.
I guess you haven't been keeping up with that.
No.
Because I only just got you the link where you can watch all the stuff, but then your
Exactly.
parents' computer was a little Eugene about things. So, anyway, Cruiserweight Classic basically is WWE has invited cruiserweights from all over the world
Okay.
to come in in a 32-man single elimination tournament.
Wow.
They're still into round one.
Okay.
They're bringing back people who used to be in WWE and people who they've seen in maybe WCW or ECW,
Okay.
and in some cases from TNA and Ring of Honor and other promotions.
Wow.
Many of the independent promotions.
That's good.
Yeah,
That's a fabulous idea. I'm very happy that they're doing that.
yeah. Handful of them from Canada actually.
Oh.
Tyson Dukes is from Canada.
Okay.
He was in WWE in 2002, I think, or 2004.
Uh-huh.
And he got a really serious injury
Okay.
that he basically went and rehabbed that, and then by the time he was done there, WWE didn't want him anymore, so he started working independent promotions, and now he's back.
Good.
Looking like a hipster. But oh well. Big old bushy beard and mohawk, and anyway, that's neither here nor there.
No.
Yeah, lots of guys from Japan and UK and
Great.
like 3 or 4 from the US, but that's to be expected that they're going to have someone from the US.
Of course. Of course. Do they have people from places where you would not expect there would be wrestling?
There's at least one guy from India.
Wow. Great.
I think there's someone from Korea as well. I don't know how unexpected wrestling would be from either of those two countries, but
No, well, I mean, no, that wouldn't be unexpected.
okay.
That would not be unexpected.
All right, so this week's episode was the 3rd episode in the series.
Okay.
They had 4 matches. So they saw Zack Sabre Jr. from Great Britain,
Okay.
who defeated Tyson Dukes, again from Canada.
Okay.
They had Drew Gulak is from the United States, okay. And he defeated Harv Sira, who's the guy from India,
Okay.
one of the Bollywood boys,
Oh,
the
okay.
tag team. Tony Nese from the United States
Okay.
defeated Anthony Bennett from the United States.
Okay.
So 2 Tonys from the United States faced off against each other.
Okay.
I bet you Tony won. And Brian Kendrick, a name from the past,
Yeah.
defeated Raul Mendoza. Simpsons?
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
Looking good so far. It's progressing nicely, I think. Because they go to wrestling promotions like Progress Wrestling and Revolution Pro Wrestling and Evolve and American Combat Wrestling, and they go to various independent promotions that have, they attract the really good wrestlers.
Okay.
And they say, you, tell me a good cruiserweight wrestler. Him. Okay, see ya. Get me a hot dog while you're at it. So, I'm gonna dash your dreams. Anyway. You, big, burly, heavyweight fellow. Tell me where your cruiserweights are. That's who we're here for. So yeah, it's entertaining. I recommend you give that a go. Give that a look.
I definitely will.
Daniel Bryan is one of the commentators.
Oh, okay.
And Mauro Ranallo, who you may or may not know the name of. He was on Sportsnet. Well, actually, I think it was Score at the time.
Okay.
doing Right After Raw with Arda Ocal and Renee Paquette.
Okay.
And he then moved on to do commentary for UFC.
Oh.
And now he's doing commentary on SmackDown.
Okay.
And for the Cruiserweight Classic.
Good stuff.
So he's got a good pedigree. And yeah, I've been watching him for a while. Seemed like a bit of a douche, but oh well. The really talented ones do end up sometimes coming off that way.
Yeah.
When they're good and they know it. Damn it. So, nice to see Brian Kendrick coming back.
Yes.
And I assume that you'll really enjoy seeing all this wrestling. Since you enjoyed Battleground so much, I can only imagine the top of your head's going to pop off when you watch this.
Well, then it's... Like I said, Battleground really entertained me, so then from what you've told me, it sounds very promising indeed.
Yes. It's promising to give you good wrestling.
It is.
Uh-huh.
Like me on Facebook, tinyurl.com/ringrust. Follow me on Twitter @MarkJabroni. And subscribe to Jabronology TV, youtube.com/fanboymarkjabroni.
We're going to end things off with Biff Naked from her album Another 5 Songs and a Poem. This is...
We're not gonna take it. Oh no, we ain't gonna take it. We're not gonna take it.
But stay tuned, Blair's mom. He's going to be on the air right after this show with Cavalcade Over Swank with me.
We're not gonna take it. No, we ain't gonna take it. We're not gonna take it anymore. We got the right to choose it. There ain't no way we'll lose it. This is our life. This is our song. We'll fight the power.
that's it for another show, kiddies. Check me out on Facebook, where you can keep track of all the news that's right on the mark, from around ringside to the latest concerts. See you at the shows. Later days.
This is 93.5 CHMR FM.